what's up? It's Panzergoons here, back with some more World of Warplanes. And in this video, I wanted to talk about secrets of the Hangar for either new players or older players. Maybe you know some of them, maybe you don't. But either way, let's get right into it. The first little secret I want to show you is in the premium hangar or airfield staging area. Depending on which nation you choose, this sign over here kind of has a different theme. So you see with Japanese planes, it has the cherry blossom, maybe a pot of tea. We go over to the Germans, it has a pretzel. And I can't really make a lot of those things out, but I would assume it's, German food. American, military cafe, cow bricken, fast food. So yeah, that's one little secret. Maybe it's not a secret so much, but it took me a while to notice it. So just when you're in your hangar, check out all the different countries and kind of see what's on there. I'll leave it as a little surprise for you. So the next thing I want to show you is on the right hand side, where it has the information of all your stats and kind of what you have on. Instead of going here to specifications, you go to this little tab, summary, and it shows you a larger view, which is not kind of cool, but the cool thing that I like here is that it shows you each of the paint that you have on your aircraft. So this is summer, winter, desert, and marine. And if you want to just kind of get a quick guide of what you have on each of the different seasons, you just hover and right click and it changes automatically. So let's say we go here and then you want to grind the pilot. So you can just put crew XP for summer, winter, and desert, and then marine. You know how sometimes those maps tend to be larger, so you can put let's say you want to put the chrome on that one, and then the rest of them you want to put the crew XP. So now when you're just cycling through your planes, oh, which one do I have on here? Which one does this look like? You can quickly just choose through here by right clicking, and it's really cool because depending on some paints give you different bonuses. So for example, this one gives you 20% crew XP. If you then nose art gives you 2 to 5% of crew experience, and then an emblem can give you 2% crew, so it kind of could add up. But some aircraft, like this one here, it's a premium, and it also has a special skin, so you're getting 20% on top of that. And then some aircraft have like a 5% aircraft XP on their paint job, so you can really line up what you want to grind. So let's just say you want to grind the pilot on one, throw on the extra pilot XP paint job. If you want to just get through that plane and that aircraft happens to have some aircraft bonuses, throw that on. But this is a quick way to look at the paint that you have just from the home screen. Just go here, right click, and you can see all the different ones and what you have on there. So the next secret is the daily reward. And a few years ago, or a couple years ago, every time you logged into the game, this screen would greet you. And I think over time people got annoyed, so they ended up taking it out. But there's nowhere else in the game that really tells you about it. So I think especially new players probably don't even know this exists. And honestly, I forgot about it. I think a lot of people do because it never pops up. You never really look at this little tab here. But what it is that every day you log in and play the game, you get a tiny little reward here, and if it adds up for the whole week, you get a unique supply. And in my opinion, it's totally worth it because with just one unique supply, I guarantee within a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, you will get a premium aircraft. It's going to be a low tier, probably 2, 3, or 4. And if you're lucky, you could even get a tier 6 aircraft out of this. But just by playing the game, playing one battle a day, you'll get free XP, gold, premium time. And let's just say you only play a couple days in the week. Like for example, I didn't play Tuesday, right? You just pay 2 tokens. And if you're just playing the game normally, if you try to get some of the medals or just kind of do your daily missions from here, like if you do the one that's 4 over the course of the week, the daily reward pays for itself. So see, if I miss these days, I have to pay 6 tokens and I'll get this, and it's honestly it's worth your time to do that. Just log in and play one game. But the key here is it's on Russian time. So if you log in Sunday night expecting to get this, it's already going to be reset. So you either have to do it Sunday morning or on Saturday. When you log in the game Saturday, this is going to be available. So try to do it Saturday or very early Sunday to get your rewards, and I guarantee you, you'll get some good stuff from that. So another cool thing, even though it's not in the hangar, is right on the World of Warplanes website. If you go to Community, and then on this search bar here, type in your name. So I'll type in mine here real quick. And then once you search, wherever your name pops up, you hit this little tab here. It says compare, this plus sign, and it brings this up. And you could also hover over any other player you want and compare yourself with them. But it'll bring up this screen that shows you the stats that you can see in the game. And this efficiency rating, you could only see it in the game or here. So that's kind of cool. But the thing that I really like is going to aircraft, and it gives you a kill to death ratio per aircraft. And your stats in the game, it only tells you kills per sortie. So it's kind of hard to put that in perspective. But looking at this, you can tell which planes do I have the best kill to death ratio, and it's a very black and white comparison, or it's a very black and white stat that you can tell. So for example, the ones I've seen good players have is around 10. So you want to try to be around 10 if a certain fighter that you really want to be good in. And if you're like a little bit lower, say something like this, this aircraft is very hard to do well in. It's fast, but it has no guns. So you see my kill death ratio is it's lower on the lower end. It's only 5. But if you have one of the more better performing aircraft like the BF-109, see it goes up to almost 12. And when you hover over it, it tells you how many times you've died versus how many aircraft you've destroyed. So that's a good indication there. And then if you click, it'll tell you this is what you see in game per sortie, and then you can just see the total. So another cool little thing to look at if you ever wonder, which light fighter do I do the best in, which light fighter do I have the best kill to death ratio? Oh, look at this 50 to 1. So it's just another tool to look at. And then if you want to compare yourself, like let's say someone killed you in game and you want to see how much better they're doing, go into this, compare the two, and see where they lie, and then maybe try to get to their stats or try to get to a certain kill to death ratio that you want. So the next thing I want to show you is a big one, and it's going to be in the depot. So you go up here to your depot, and it'll pop up with this aircraft, but you go to the modules tab, and this is all the stuff that you have owned from the planes that you've unlocked that maybe you don't even use anymore. So the easiest thing to get rid of is go to airframes. I don't have any because I had already sold them, but all of the airframes that you've upgraded from all the planes should be here. Just sell those. Engines and weapons are a little trickier because some of these are shared. So if you've already gone up like the German's Messerschmitt line, I'm sorry, the German BF-109 line, you're maybe not going to use certain engines. So I can just confidently say I'm not going to be grinding any more German piston engines. I pretty much did the whole line already. So I'm just going to sell a lot of these German piston engines. And if you haven't done this at all, or if you haven't done this in a long time, you'll easily walk away with a few million credits. Same thing for the Americans. Let's say I'm not really going to, I'm already in the jet, up to the jets in tier 8, so I'm not really going to use too many piston engines. Sell these. And then weapons, it's the same thing. It's hard to tell which ones you're going to use, but I've already got all the German bombers, so I know I don't need turrets at all. Autocannon 90, that's lower tier. Probably get away with that one. 120, that's lower tier. 200, that is a higher tier. So let's just say easily I'm just going to sell those. So go through these, go through the airframes first, and then engines and weapons second. If you're still grinding up a line, maybe don't sell all of them. But if you already went like, down the MiG line, you don't need any MiG airframes. You don't need those 23s or 37s anymore. So that's another thing to look at. So in conclusion, I hope this video revealed some of the secrets of the hangar. Or if you're a veteran player already and you kind of knew some of these, but maybe you just needed to be refreshed on them a little bit, But the biggest things that I will say are the depot, looking in there at what you have, making sure you sell the things that you know you're not going to use anymore, and also the daily reward. Just by playing every day or even just logging in once, play one game, and on Sunday morning or Saturday using your tokens, you will get a lot of free stuff. And it's just, you could just make it a habit, you know, and it's kind of cool to just earn free stuff like that. But anyway, this will end my secrets video. Not no gameplay today, just kind of these little tidbits that I picked up over the time playing this game. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.